Welcome back to another NoGi Driller's Guide session. Today we have Austyn and Brandon. The big thing that Austyn keeps wanting to expand his open guard game and his leg lock game, and that's one area that he's really been diving into, which is great because he's roughly a year into training now, could be a year and a half. And even though he still doesn't fully believe in himself and he still has a lot of doubts, he has grown so much as a jiu-jitsu practitioner. And if he can just keep that focus going forward and not get discouraged, he's going to be incredible. But besides that, let's dive into some of the things that he's working on right now. One thing that you can notice that he's working on is his double X, his open guard, and his leg lock entanglements, and then looking to make sure that he comes up into a good position. So the big thing with the double X here, the foot needs to wrap around the hip. People have to work on their hooks. This is one thing that it was kind of a cool compliment, but after I had won the black belt Dallas Open, the guy came up to me and said, "Man, I've never seen anybody with such sticky hooks." And that's crucial, because what you don't want is somebody to be able to push your hooks down, or someone to be able to just backstep out of your hooks, and then everything's lost. So the one thing I can tell you is make sure when you're doing these hooks that they're trying to like wrap around and become very sticky and very tight, that they don't just, someone doesn't just step right out of it. Okay, work on that and make sure that your hooks anywhere, butterfly hooks, double X hooks, whatever you have, make sure they're not, that you're aware that your toes, your feet, everything is like trying to wrap around your opponent's legs and connect. But besides that, we'll dive back in. We're getting into the double X, and as he's working on trying to come up, I know that he's getting stuck here a little bit and unsure of where he should go with this sequence. And I know that he asks me to come over and to tighten some of these things up. But again, that foot on that hip, you see how Brandon just adjusted it? We've got to make sure that it's tight. So we start with the double X, and then we frame right under by switching to the same side leg. And then he's going to elevate and drop his opponent down into the saddle, essentially. So he'll knock his opponent forward. He'll take the one around the knee and bring it back in, and then be able to lift his opponent with that hook and drop in to the saddle or your leg lock position. That one he tried to just chase the back on, but again, he's 14 years old. He's just trying to figure out what to do. I think a lot of times we put so much pressure on ourselves to be perfect and to have everything right. And the thing that sucks about that mentality is, one, you never actually grow, and two, you get burnt out way too easily, and then from there you quit the sport, or you don't put as much effort in. So I'm just showing him right now, like, look, you can knock him over here, you're gonna frame under with your elbow, your knee's gonna drive in and create the frame so that you can come up into the leg drag. And give him that concept and that idea. But the hardest thing, like, I think all of us should work more on, is less live rolling and killing each other, and more of, this is just drilling right now, but a flow, like from start to finish, where there's no hesitation, no pause, no overthinking. You just go from start to finish. That's one thing that I really want to work on in our academy. Thank you guys for watching this episode.